It's actually the Christmas tree that we're here to talk about this morning. It's if you're looking for the perfect Christmas tree and the perfect evening out, hey, we've got some help with that. The latest offering from Baby Gum Productions is the Christmas tree, and we welcome the stars. Ramona Milano, welcome back to Morning Live.
Thank you.
And Marc Bondy. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you two actually go, we haven't seen you in a couple of years. Again, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
You two go way back.
Yeah, we go back. We were just talking about this in the green room.
Yeah.
We go back about 10 years.
Yeah.
Ramona came in, auditioned for a piece that I was producing, and just knocked my socks off. And
Well, of course you would have knocked your socks off. The star of Degrassi, Next Generation.
right?
I did knock him off that much though, because I didn't get the part.
Okay.
Well, this is awkward.
So
Yeah. She's. I think she's
Anyway.
close to forgiving me, but.
Do you want to work this out now?
No, it's worked
10
out.
years
No,
later?
we worked it
it's
out.
worked out.
We
What
worked it out.
happened since then is that we clicked right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, we did.
And we have been trying to find a project to work together on since then. And so there's always been these little bits that have come and gone.
Near misses.
Near misses.
Or we work together on a day or two here and there
Yeah.
on something very small scale, but we've been looking for an opportunity
Yeah.
Well,
really-
I'm so glad it's come together, and it's come together in our show. I mentioned Degrassi, of course. You're also known from Due South, and you've
Yeah.
had some great credits. And of course, Marc, you go back Stratford. You've been in some big productions, including with Christopher Plummer.
Yeah, King Lear with Christopher Plummer was a pretty cool.
That's
experience.
like the height of. I mean, that's what a moment that must have been for you.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to top that one.
Yeah.
I was 25 years old too at the time, so it was it's hard to.
Yeah,
It's hard
and
to-
you're directing these days as well. I know you're working with Soul Pepper, but how did this come about? This isn't your first Norman Foster, but it's your first Norman
It is
Foster.
mine, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge Norm Foster fan, so I was thrilled when
Canada's Neil Simon.
he is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
he really is.
Yeah.
Darren Stewart, who is producing the show with Baby Gum Productions, he and I went to the Etobicoke School of the Arts together. And so when Darren approached me back in the spring and said, I'd love to do a play, maybe around Christmas time, and find like a nice little two-hander, maybe we could find a Norm Foster two-hander. So when he came to me with this, I was
Yeah.
like, perfect. And he said, do you know of anyone? And I went, yes, I do!
Even though he did it 10 years ago in an audition.
See that? That is friendship.
That
is
is
true
that
friendship.
is friendship.
Tell
That's
us about the
right.
Christmas tree and your roles in it.
Well, the Christmas tree, it's a really charming story of these two sort of every people. They're kind of loners around Christmas time, and it's a hard time of year for people that are alone at Christmas, and they show up at a Christmas tree lot and on Christmas Eve, and lo and behold, there's one Christmas tree left. And hence the drama ensues.
Yeah, and so it just starts this whole sort of competition to see who is worthy of this tree. But then
Is there
everything
romance?
Well, men always think that they can, spark some romance.
else, regardless of the situation.
There may or may not be some romance in the
Yeah.
play.
But it's a light play. It's a great play for Christmas time. It's light and it's festive.
So hilarity ensues too.
Yeah, hilarity
It's pretty
ensues.
funny. It
Yeah,
really
it's
is.
Norm Foster.
Yeah.
But with typical Norm Foster,
Yeah.
a lot of sort of deep things come to the surface, but done in a light way.
Yeah.
In a really light, relatable way with these two people that you would seemingly do not belong together at all until you start digging and peeling back the layers.
You gotta peel back the layers,
Yeah.
and that's just it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Now, as you're attacking this, and as you two come together, you have largely a TV background. Marc, you largely have a stage background. Does that complement each other? How does that, the dynamics there?
I get really irritated when people. I do. I get really irritated when people are like, "Oh, you're TV, so you can't do theater." I'm an actor.
Right. Period.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I studied everything, and
Yeah.
I can do anything that, whatever the situation is that you put me in. Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's what you're. That's,
actors adapt.
And actors adapt. Of course, you should.
And I
You
mean, a
should.
lot of the difference is size, and people will talk about, filmic size or screen size versus stage size. But when you're an actor, you can adapt and adjust. You just have to know the medium you're working in,
Right.
and we all work across all mediums.
And it's a very intimate medium at the Staircase Theatre.
Yeah.
Great evening out.
Yeah,
It's not the top.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a
And
great
then
venue.
there's a show to follow in Toronto as well.
Yeah.
Let's sell some tickets right now.
Yeah.
All right. So it's the Christmas tree. It's at the Staircase Theatre. So there's 2 shows in Hamilton.
There's actually 3 shows.
Oh, 3 shows just added because of your appearance on Morning Live.
Because yeah, absolutely.
By the way, this is kind of a homecoming for you too, because your in-laws are in Hamilton, right?
Yes, the Hammer.
Yeah, the Hammer. Yeah. So 3 shows in the Hammer.
Yeah, we have 2
shows.
evening shows, and we have a
Okay.
matinee.
Okay. So
we have a
that-
show on the Friday night, and
Okay.
then a 2-show Saturday, a Saturday afternoon and evening.
And then the
in
Red
Hamilton.
Sandcastle Theatre in Toronto on December 12th and 13th.
That's correct.
Yeah, well, thanks for finding time in your busy schedules to share with us on Morning Live. Great to see you here.
It was
Great to
our
see
pleasure.
you.
Thanks,
Okay,
thanks
well,
so much
and
for
you'll
having
see
us.
some Morning Live viewers in the seats at the
Excellent.
Staircase.
That's great.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We are back with the news at 9:30 and another half hour of Morning Live coming up.